Hey everyone, before we get into the video, I'd like to let y'all know that there will be certain content in this video that may be questionable to some people. I'm just letting y'all know that this is part of the game. I had nothing to do with it. I just played the damn thing. So I hope y'all enjoyed.
I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business.
So, on today's video on my casual review series, I'm reviewing the game Senran Kagura Estival Versus, I think the name of this game is. It's really weird name, and I'm really dyslexic, so it's really hard for me to freaking name it. So practically what I want to do in this video is I want to go over the gameplay, none of the story, because I feel like that should be a personal experience thing, because I never showed any of the story content in my videos. But I'm going to go over gameplay, I'm going to go over levels, I'm going to go over what you can unlock, and a few of the characters, and a few things you might need to know right off the back about this video is I have the entire roster, and I play this game on PlayStation. And from what I'm told, at least on the PlayStation version, there's a few characters you can no longer get due to licensing agreements expiring. So, for example, I know the Dead or Alive chick, she's no longer available on the PlayStation version because that contract is gone. But you can get some other characters still. So be aware on that, and I'll get and so yeah. First off, we'll start with gameplay and how the practice game goes. So the game has your basic stuff. You pick a mission. You when you do the mission for the first time though, you will get the character that goes with the mission. But after you beat the mission, complete it like success, you are able to use another character from your roster to do the mission. This is a good way to grind up in the game if you need to, because certain bosses are really tough later, and if you don't have that character um powerful enough, it's going to fuck you up. So I recommend doing that just to get a little bit of an edge against some of those bosses, because some of these characters are tricky to use. You have your basic characters, you have the neutral character, but then you have the ones that strike fast but do little damage, but then you got the ones that strike slow but do massive damage. And it's a good variety of characters. Also, some of the guest characters that they have, like I said, the Dead or Alive girl, super easy, super fun character. I love playing as her. But then we had like the Iki Toshin characters who I thought were really good. Probably some of the best DLCs I have ever had in a game like this. One thing you might want to know is this game does have a transformation ability. Was practically you hit L1, and you will get the ability to transform into your like ninja mode. I think they call them, but Shinobi mode, but practically your ninja mode, and you unlock more stuff, the specials, the um more attack power, better attack ability, any character, any abilities your character will have, you have all that except I'll give it to you once you activate the transformation. And practically, if you want to use a special you can use the light special, which is L1 and square gets you the light, and L1 and triangle gets you the level 2, which is the more powerful but more of a area. So practically, if you use the first special, it'll be 1-on-1 scenarios, but the type 2 special is usually the area effect special, and it does cost more of those tokens you have to use a special, so be aware of that while you play it. Another thing that I think I should tell you all about this game is some of these characters don't have transformations. For example, if you play like any of the high school students in the game that comes in the game normally, like no DLC, they all most of them will have like a transformation mode. But there's like certain characters, like the adult characters, like the old lady, I think her apprentice. I know the Ikitoshin girls, they don't transform because they don't have like a base form, so practically they can use specials right off the back, right? Also, another thing I think you should know about this game is there's these things called special finishers. Practically, there's parts on the map that have like this exclamation sign. Practically, what it usually means is if you beat an enemy character in one of these goal or one of these areas, a special ending will happen, and it's always like some inappropriate fan service um ending. I find them amusing. I always love them. I think my favorite one out there is the body pillow one, and it's fucking great. You gotta play it to see it. Then you have special mission mode, which is practically a side story event. There's like one character. From what I've seen so far, I haven't made it really that far. I got done with the main story, not the side story. But it's mostly just beat up enemies, survive two encounters, and that's it for that. Then you have on shop in the game where you can just go buy items to customize your characters, music, art styles, basic stuff you'll find in this game. And you come across some really crazy outfits. This game had like a load of DLC, but I don't think most of that's no longer available last time I checked. And customizing in this game is a joy. Like I came up with a bunch of crazy outfits, and I haven't really put them in any of my videos. I probably start doing it now since I got the game beat. But yeah, totally worth the cosmetics. Now, how the levels usually work in this game, like when you pick a mission, practically what it would be is you start the mission, and it'll be like 9 times out of 10, you would be like destroy 100 enemies or beat a wave of enemies so much, or get to a certain location and beat so many enemies. It's a variety of stuff, but practically how it works was you'll get to the end, you fight like a bunch of these NPCs, or which are like basic. I'm trying to think like basic enemies. Like you have crazy things of like you have a bunch of bird girls who will attack you from the air. You have a bunch of wolf girls who just circle and strike at you. Then you have like mole people who will dig underneath you. Then you have like these big girls who be like in bear outfits or goat outfits, and they're like the ones that be like, I can hit you slow, but I'm gonna hit you hard characters. And it's a variety of things. You also got like bombs you can get in the game. Practically, you get anything from like here's a fire bomb, paralyze, poison, water, ice. It's a variety of crazy shit you can get in this game. And like most anime games with fan service, it has this basic rule of your character's life and armor is literally their clothes. And your character will run around sometimes almost butt ass naked, but they censor it, so it's not like it's a big thing. But if you're someone who doesn't like that stuff, I will say to avoid that game for that reason and that reason alone. Now, like I was saying earlier about characters you have to unlock, from what I remember, there's like 6 characters you have to download, and I know at least 3 of them were no longer available on the PlayStation version. I don't know about the PC version, so if you can get them on the PC version, let me know. But the other 3 are still there. Then I think there's like 3 or 4 characters you have to unlock in story mode, but you basically have to beat certain parts of story mode to get the characters. The ones I know I remember unlocking in story mode was the apprentice, elder chick, the elder girl, the girl that has the guns but appears in a coffin was another one that you had to unlock in story mode, and I think there's like 2 others, but I can't remember who they were. In some parts of the game, there's gonna be like these towers that you're gonna need to destroy. There's in most of the maps, but practically, you would need to destroy a good chunk of those in order to proceed with the story, because it would be like a part. It'd be like, I select this mission, and it says, oh, well, you can't go to the next mission until you destroy like 5 of these towers, and you have to go back to like old missions to do it. I recommend if you do that, go back to the older missions, swap out the character, because remember, you already beat it, so you can actually swap out the characters and try out other characters, see how they do, see how they perform, because this is a good way to know characters before you have to play them later on. One thing I do want to bring up is there are also some characters in this game, like outside of the DLCs. There's a few of them that you don't get the chance to play as the in the game story. So this is the only, practically the replay version of the level is the only way you can play some of those characters. I thought I should know that now, but I recommend you doing that. Overall, what do I think about the game? Well, overall, I think the game's extremely fun. It's super entertaining. It's a laugh. I had a great time with it. Yeah, the fan service is overrated sometimes, but I'm a filthy casual who really doesn't care. I mostly played it for the fun. Now, if you're someone who's a fan of the series or likes these type of games, I recommend this. If you're like one of these people I see on Twitter who goes around screaming everything's pedophilia, I say avoid this because you're just stupid and I don't have no time to deal with that. But other than that, if you ever want to see me play this game, just remember I have my YouTube channel that play games on in the description. Go check it out if you want to. But I'll catch y'all later. Bye.